folks, and welcome to the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm. Dave Winder here in the Murray State locker room today as we wrap up this great 11-12 season. Coach will join us in just a moment. The Racers, of course, are just back from the NCAA Tournament where they really put on a great show, winning one game and dropping a tough loss to Marquette. And today on the show, we'll take a look at that first game against Colorado State. The Racers, a number 6 seed, expecting to win, and really played like a favorite and came out with a winning score of 58-41. And then also today we'll talk about just the tough game against the Big East Marquette team. My goodness, the Racers gave it everything that they had and came out short 62-53. And after it was all over, we said goodbye to 3 great seniors, and here are their words.
Like I said, I had a wonderful year here, especially for my teammates, Jawan and Dante, best seniors ever. That had my back, especially when I had my injury. But I give credit to my teammates because they had my back. Even when I was in shooting right, they still had my back. So I wish them the best of luck in life.
And that will bring us to this tremendous season for the Racers. What a list of accomplishments, including 31 wins that tied the program record, 25 straight winning seasons, 23rd OVC regular season title, 15 OVC tournament titles, and 15 NCAA appearances. And this team was the last undefeated team. They were the only team in the nation to go undefeated. And, Coach, you can throw in the fact that the Racers were ranked for 13 weeks, the highest rankings ever, and then a number 6 seed in the NCAA tournament. That is quite an accomplishment. And head coach Steve Prohm here, the OVC Coach of the Year and the Basketball Times Coach of the Year, joins us here. And Coach, we had a couple of days here to think about it. How are you doing these days?
Man, I'm slowly getting over it. I haven't watched the game, and I probably won't watch the game for a while. I feel more sad just for those 14 guys, and especially the 3 seniors who just gave so much for this university and represented this program and this university in a first-class way. And we just weren't good enough the last 7 minutes. We were good enough all season long. We played at an extremely high level, and we just weren't good enough to get it done. And credit Marquette for that.
It hits hard after that game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And it was a great moment in the locker room afterwards. There's so many media restrictions that it all didn't play out. I had to get up and leave with the 3 seniors, but it was an unbelievable run. And the best it's ever been here in a unbelievable historic program, that goes back 50, 60 years. This is the best run this school's ever had.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, 31-2, and the wins just kept coming. And today on this show, we're going to go back and take a look at the 2 games in Louisville at the NCAA Tournament. We're also going to take a look at what a great season it was. So we're going to take our first break here on the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm. We'll come back in just a moment.
For more than 30 years, the NCAA Division I Football Championship Subdivision has helped athletes achieve their dreams. The dream of playing football and hearing the home crowd cheer time after time. The dream of competing for a national championship. The dream of an excellent education. The dream of becoming a leader. And the dream of playing the right way with sportsmanship. NCAA Division I football. It's not a dream. Come see for yourself.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
There's a new, unstoppable force in the universe of internet speed. Introducing Warp Wave, the next generation of high-speed internet, brought to you by the masters of internet service. New wave communications with speeds up to 50 megs. Warp Wave takes you faster than you ever thought possible. Be the most feared online gamer in the galaxy. Stream video with no deep space delay. Download at speeds light years ahead of the competition. Call today and surf at warp speed with the fastest internet, period.
Like the thoroughbreds we are named for, racers are spirited and proud. We have the heart and will to succeed, to go farther, learn more, and embrace wisdom. We are champions who take our place in the Murray State tradition. We are racers.
Hi, folks, and welcome back to the final Racer Report of the season with head coach Steve Prohm. The Racers are wrapping up what was a tremendous season, 31-2, and played 2 games last week in the NCAA Tournament in the West Region at Louisville at the Yum Center. And we just want our fans to know, as they watch today, we are restricted on the amount of footage we can show, and we're keeping that in mind here today. But, Coach, you take a look at that Marquette game. Safe to say that was the most physical team that the Racers had faced this year. What a big bunch of basketball players they had.
You know, both teams, and Marquette said the same thing. It was one of the most physical, or the most physical game they'd played all season long, and that's our mentality. And that's how we play, and that's how we coach. That's our program's makeup, and it was a great game. It was a great game. The ref stopped me halfway through the game, the second half. He just looked at me and he just said, "Man, this is a fun game."
Really?
You know?
Wow.
And the AD at Xavier was sitting by courtside, sitting right behind the bench, and I walked out at halftime and he said, "These two teams are playing at a high level." And we did, and we weren't good enough. It's frustrating as a coach because you want to be able to figure out a ways when your team's struggling. We just couldn't make shots in the second half, and you know, I just beat myself up about maybe I should have done something different. And but that's just,
yeah,
you're always going to do that as a coach.
You're right. You remember the losses more than you do all the wins. I know that. Well, Coach, let's talk in particular the last couple of minutes of the first half, and then that big run in the second half where you did go up by 5 with about 7:30 to go.
Yeah, you know, I wish we would have the turnover at the end of the half. You know, was big. We were up 5, and we were holding with the ball. We were holding for the last second. We had them at 23 points. We were really defending well, and we had gotten into a rhythm, and we wanted either Dante to get the last shot off a ball screen on his side, or we wanted Isaiah on his side getting a ball screen, and we went to Dante on the wing, and you know, he threw it back to Ed, and it was just led to a turnover, and that's the one thing you can't do against Marquette. You can't give them easy baskets, and that was a big swing because they went on a 2. They got that layup, and then they took the ball out to start the second half, and then but when we went up 5 with Jawan's layup, that arena, it was rocking in there. But you know, credit them again. They came back again, and they came back again, and I think it was 50-49 or 49-48. We were still right there. We just didn't execute well enough on the offensive end, and it's just frustrating because I thought we were right there.
Well, the Racers were right there. Even late in the game, you cut it down to 4, could never get it to a one-possession game. I just kept thinking, if you just get it to a one-possession game, I'll take a 3, maybe at the buzzer to try to tie it.
Yeah, and it was like that all game. But you know, there was loose balls everywhere. Both teams played at a high level. But credit Marquette. You know, offensively, you know, Ivan, Isaiah, Dante, it wasn't their best night, but they gave us everything they had. Ed and Ivan, Ed Daniel, what he did out there, if we can bottle that up for him,
absolutely.
You know, he's going to have a special senior year.
Well, it was quite a game. The Racers, with their third try to get into the Sweet 16, drop it 62-53 to Marquette last Saturday, and man, what a ball game. So we're going to take another break here on our final Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm. When we come back, we'll talk about the Racers' third win in the NCAA Tournament. We'll do that next.
New Wave Advantage number 17, the area's fastest internet. This is Nicole. She wants to watch her favorite YouTube video. Not so fast, Nicole. Her slow DSL connection means downloading takes forever. Nicole's tired of waiting, so she's switching to New Wave. New Wave has the area's fastest internet, up to 10 times faster than DSL. Now Nicole can surf, download photos, and stream videos faster than ever before, without the wait. Thanks to New Wave. Blazing fast internet. Another New Wave Advantage. Call today.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
Hi folks, and welcome back to the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm. Our final report of this season as the Racers won one game and lost one in the NCAA Tournament last week. And coach, let's talk now about the 58-41 victory over Colorado State. And you know, for me, having seen a lot of the NCAA games for the Racers, this was a new one, a new feeling, because the Racers expected to win this one. I thought that more than anything, if you could take that out of this tournament, that more than anything was a great accomplishment.
Well, it was. We went in there deservingly of a 6 seed. Maybe even should have been higher. You know, when I look back, probably should have been a 4 or 5, and maybe that would have helped us in our second round matchup. But played a good Colorado State team, and you know, a little bit of nerves early, a little bit of not executing offensively. But the second half, the effort that our guys played with, and the passion and the effort and the intensity they played with on the defensive end. The texts that I got about how hard our guys play over the weekend in Louisville, it's unbelievable.
Makes you feel good as a coach, and it also makes you feel good that at the start of that second half, the Racers absolutely put a lid on the basket, and really almost put a lid on half court, or at least inside the paint. The Racers went a 16-2 run to start that second half, and Colorado State was getting nothing, and if they did get a shot off, it was one shot and you had the rebound. That was an impressive run right there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, to be nothing to take them away from them, but if we didn't do some lackadaisical turnovers, they may not even score 10 points in the second half. I mean, we were really locked in. We were flying around, and our pressure really bothered them.
Also in this game too, and kind of a theme as it was in the first game, the Racers didn't shoot particularly well at any point during this tournament, and what do you attribute that to? What causes that?
I don't know, you know, because we shot it well all season long.
Yeah.
We shot it well. We played 33 games. We shot it well majority of the year for probably 4/5 for 80-90% of the season. We shot it well. Dante, Isaiah, Stacy, Zay, you know, the guys, they just shot it extremely well. And you know, Dante and Isaiah, they didn't have their best shooting weekend, and we were still able to hang toe-to-toe with the second best team in the Big East, who now has 4 teams in the Sweet 16, and we were able to dominate a team out of the Mountain West Conference who put 4 teams into postseason play into the NCAA Tournament, who everybody, you know, gives a lot of, you know, credit to that league. We dominated them. So we come from a really good league, and we've got a really, really good programming team.
Well, and that game also was impressive too. Not only did you start the second half with a 16-2 run, but you finished the game very well.
We did, and we didn't make free throws that game either. You know, if we make some free throws, and it was
13 out of 26.
Yeah,
it wasn't a good free throw game.
So it was just offensively, we weren't great up there, but that wasn't our calling card all year. Our calling card was our toughness. When we were good offensively, we were really fun to watch. But this group was fun to watch. They were amazing, and the hardest thing was what I had to tell them is that it was going to have to end, and no one wanted it to end. We were hoping all to go to Phoenix. That's all I was thinking about, was the trip to Phoenix, and we did everything we could. We just weren't good enough.
Well, the Racers won that first round game 58-41, and it was a highlight moment for the Racers because they were expected to win, and they did it and took care of business. So we're going to take another break here on the final Racer Report of the season with head coach Steve Prohm, and come back next and hear from the seniors that we say goodbye to. We'll do that next.
For more than 30 years, the NCAA Division I Football Championship Subdivision has helped athletes achieve their dreams. The dream of playing football and hearing the home crowd cheer time after time. The dream of competing for a national championship. The dream of an excellent education. The dream of becoming a leader. And the dream of playing the right way with sportsmanship. NCAA Division I football. It's not a dream. Come see for yourself.
unstoppable force in the universe of internet speed. Introducing Warp Wave, the next generation of high-speed internet, brought to you by the masters of internet service. New Wave Communications. With speeds up to 50 megs, Warp Wave takes you faster than you've ever thought possible. Be the most feared online gamer in the galaxy. Stream video with no deep space delay. Download at speeds light years ahead of the competition. Call today and surf at warp speed with the fastest internet, period.
Explora un nuevo mundo.
여러 가지 경험들을 많이 체험하세요.
आइए और अपना जहां खुद बनाइए.
Itsalo chenu ukusanga.
عالم جدير بالاكتشافات.
Entdecke deine Welt.
Svoj świat do odkrycia.
Dünyanızı keşfedin.
Changzhou lấy đích未来.
Ferestre velünk a világot.
Tất cả những điều tốt đẹp nhất đang chờ đón bạn.
Dunia Anda untuk dijelajahi.
探索你的世界。
Murray State University, your world to explore.
Hey Racer fans, don't forget to check out GoRacers.com. Very soon on our website we'll be putting up a season to remember icon on the front page. You'll be able to take a look at all the great things from this great Murray State basketball season. But spring sports are now in full swing, and you'll check it out and read all about it and see it on GoRacers.com. We're back here in the Murray State locker room with head coach Steve Prohm on the final race report for the season. And after that game against Marquette on Saturday, we had a chance to sit down with the three seniors and get their thoughts as their Murray State careers come to an end.
Well, it was a great season, definitely a season to remember. You know, it's hard to just really talk about it right now just because we just lost, but I know a day or two after this, we'll just sit down and think about how great the season was and all the things we did for the community of Murray and for our families, and, you know, how we represented everything. And, you know, it was a very special season. It's a season to remember. We'll be able to go back when we have kids and talk to them about it.
Man, I left it on a good note, really. You know, all my years here was fun, and every year was something good. Did my best every day, even through injuries. I never gave up. My teammates didn't give up on me. So, like I said, I'm glad I came to Murray State, and whoever that want to come to Murray State, I suggest them to come here.
Nah, not at all. I mean, my freshman year, my thoughts were I would never, I would just be a sideline guy. I never really, pictured this happening to me. Never really pictured being in this situation. So for it to happen, it's just a great feeling. You feel blessed. You feel, great to be a part of a team like this and grow relationships and brotherhood with these guys and this coaching staff. So, you never want those things to end. Unfortunately, the season had to end, but the bond and the relationship that we shared, that's just for a lifetime now.
I just enjoy hearing from those three seniors. And Coach, after the immediate, locker room meeting before we went to the press conference, there were a lot of things said. Everybody, was just talking about how much they love the program and everything that had happened. And then they went to the post-game press conference, and then when the three seniors left, you stayed and made some comments. And I just told them, I said, guys, this is something you're going to tell your grandkids about someday.
Well, those guys, they're the backbone of our program, and I'm going to miss them dearly. Dante, Ivan, and Jawan, they're the winningest class. They're not the three best players, but when you're the winningest, to me, you're the best. Because at the end of the day, it's about winning, and it's about representing the program the right way. And they won at a high level, and they represented this program, and they impacted the community like nobody else that I've seen anywhere I've been. I've been in this business 14, 15 years, and I've been around college basketball when I was in college for 4, 5, 6 years. So my hat's off to those guys. For first-year head coach, the way they embraced me and the way they followed our staff, unbelievable, and they were terrific, and I can't ever repay them or thank them enough.
Well, and the other thing that I get generally excited about is now these young men are going on to the next step of their lives, and I'm really interested and anxious to see, because I know they're going to be successful whatever they do. Well,
now this is the exciting time for them, and we talked about all season long, stay on your wall, and now they got to go on to their walk into their professional life and business walk, whatever line of work they choose, and stay on their wall with their family, with their job. But, you know, now we need the alumni more than ever, you know, and hopefully they're watching this, because Juwan Long is graduating with a degree in engineering. Right. And I need people to call the office and say, hey, we've got this great job for him in Jackson, Tennessee. You know, I need my phone to ring off the hook because of the way, because he's going to be an unbelievable ambassador for this university now. And Ivan Ask is probably going to want to go play, and Dante Poole, I need to sit down and visit with him. He doesn't graduate until December.
He's got an advertising degree, and
yep.
you know, a lot of things he can do too.
No question. And he's going to, you know, we'll talk with if he wants to go play or he wants to stay on campus and finish his degree in December. But Ivan will finish in the spring, in May, and then he'll go play with the Virgin Islands this summer most likely. But, you know, hopefully I can get with, you know, a lot of the people. You know, it was great. I spoke at the Board of Regents in this fall to where those people have a familiarity with me that they can call, and the people on campus here, whether it's, you know, Jim Carter, whoever it may be, that they know Juwan Long now is graduated in engineering, and we can step up and we can really help and really start impacting and helping these guys when they leave here, because it's more just about their 4 years here. We got to get them ready for when they leave here, because what they did for this program is unbelievable.
Yeah, it certainly is. And we congratulate those three seniors. 104 wins, that's pretty good 4 years right there. You can do the math. That's a lot of wins per season. 2 trips to the NCAA Tournament and wins in the NCAA Tournament, and just outstanding young men. So we're going to take another break here and come back on the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm.
For more than 30 years, the NCAA Division I Football Championship Subdivision has helped athletes achieve their dreams. The dream of playing football and hearing the home crowd cheer time after time. The dream of competing for a national championship. The dream of an excellent education. The dream of becoming a leader. And the dream of playing the right way with sportsmanship. NCAA Division I football, it's not a dream. Come see for yourself.
Roof Brothers, a Paducah tradition for 100 years. Roof Brothers, locally owned, family run. Roof Brothers, the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits found anywhere. Roof Brothers, service from selecting that special beverage for that special occasion to a keg party at the lake. Roof Brothers, 2 locations to serve you. Roof Brothers, proud supporters of Murray State Athletics.
New Wave Advantage number 17, the area's fastest internet. This is Nicole. She wants to watch her favorite YouTube video. Not so fast, Nicole. Her slow DSL connection means downloading takes forever. Nicole's tired of waiting, so she's switching to New Wave. New Wave has the area's fastest internet, up to 10 times faster than DSL. Now Nicole can surf, download photos, and stream videos faster than ever before, without the wait. Thanks to New Wave. Blazing fast internet. Another New Wave Advantage. Call today.
We're back here on the Racer Report with head coach Steve Prohm, wrapping things up after a great season for the Racers. And Coach, just let me take a moment and thank you for doing all the shows this season. It was amazing. We just kept sitting down each week, and we hardly ever had to talk about a loss.
No, you know, I joke all the time. If you know, Mike Krzyzewski, he's been pretty good. He does this 30 years in a row. He wins 30 games, so that's why he's got 900+ wins. So yeah, it's been unbelievable. We've been really blessed.
Yeah, we sure have. So have I, Coach.
Thanks. You're the best.
Okay.
Appreciate everything.
Okay, head coach Steve Prohm on the Racer Report. We'll see you next time as we'll get ready for another big basketball season, and of course in the fall we'll be with Coach Hatcher as we start football here on the Racer Report.
When you factor all that into the equation, and then you look at the fact that we're 30-1, you know, you got to sit back and say, wow.
by Mushat. Off to Zay Jackson. Jackson finds Poole. Wing three. Good! Dante Poole with his 4th three of the night. Hit the backboard, Mushat the rebound. Off to Cannon, who's sizzling hot. Another three, good! It's good! And Dave Luce is going to take a timeout.
Felt good just to show the nation that we could compete. And I will always remember this moment. Just remember when I first stepped on here when I was a freshman, now that I'm a senior. So it felt very good.
Jackson drives in, puts it up, no, tip, off the glass and in by Mushat. There's your blue and gold dagger. Good night, Cassie.
I think everyone knew that we were good, but I think this just solidifies it. Now people really see that we're a good team. We can compete with other high major teams.
Cannon, three for the tie. It's good! I hate to say I told you so. 46 all. Nathan has ESP and we have ESPNU. We missed out last year, and to be able to come back and do it again for my final season, man, it's a blessing, and I'm just happy to be here right now. Poole deep on the wing right side. He puts up a three. It's good! Dante Poole with his 5th three of the game. It's 60-50. Murray's rebound.